everybody. It is none other than your girl, the Hidden Lovr, man, and I am here with my season opener, season 3 of Goddess Thoughts. Okay. Man, and I have none other than Chef Rose, who is also podcasting with me from a Lonely Black Rose podcast, as well as I have Ty Baker here sitting in on the panel, and we are here today live from the Black Rose Lounge, and we're going to be doing this every Tuesday, 7 p.m. right here, 306 East 8th Street. Now let's get into the show. So Chef, I'm gonna let you introduce yourself and tell them a little bit about you and your podcast, and then we're gonna get into the show.
Well, hi, my name is Black Rose, or Chef Black Rose, or AKA Ladybug, Eva, whatever you call me by. So my podcast will be focusing on just the power of women. What we go through, what we been through, it's nothing negative. It's just trying to get that strength and that spiritual bond together as sisters. No matter what color you come from, we're all women. So my podcast is going to be really focusing on building up our women.
Most definitely, and I love it, and that's one of the reasons me and Rose kind of connect on so many different levels. We've been friends for a while, but you know that was one of the biggest things about us bringing our podcast together, because of our our similar thoughts and our similar focus, and everything she's doing in the community as well as personally with helping, and also starting the women coalition.
Yes,
a
Black Women's Coalition.
Black Women's Coalition, trying to help grow us and strengthen us and bring us together so we can build our empires, our pyramids, our stuff, and even ourselves. And then we got Ty on the end. Ty is a guitarist. He plays in several bands. You want to tell them a little bit about yourself?
My name is Ty Baker, and I play guitar.
I love it. That's it. Okay.
Ain't talking about your bands.
Ain't say nothing about the bands or nothing, boss. Like none of the bands. He said
Black Magic.
Started.
Like I said, my name is Ty Baker.
I'm a lead guitarist.
That's what I do.
All right. Enough introductions. As y'all already know, I'm your girl, the Hidden Lovr. This is season 3, man. And today's topic was a good one. Can men and women be friends? That is the age-old topic, and I'm going to just say what I think, but I'm going to throw it over there, and I'm going to let them start before I jump in and give why I think there are situations where men and women can be friends, and I think there are situations where two people can never be friends without crossing the platonic lines. But who want to jump in and give their opinion next? I'm going to put it on Rose. Let's go.
Well, I think that men and women can be friends. At the end of the day, I feel like a lot of my best friends, I don't know if they had a crush on me, but maybe some of them did or some of them didn't, but 99% of my best friends are males. And I've been in a lot of situations with them. I love and care about them. But I feel like if you do have a opposite sex as a best friend, when you get into a new relationship, that person also has to be your mate best friend too. You can't have no secrets, you can't have none of that. So I feel like, yes, they can be friends until they expose themselves.
That's interesting. Till they expose themselves. Okay, Ty, what you thinking? Give us the lone male view right now before I throw in there.
What they want?
They can hear? Like, it's mic'd up?
Yeah, it's mic'd up.
Okay, cool. My own personal feeling about that is, I mean, I do feel like they can be, as long as it's not like no hidden agendas or motives. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, it should be straight, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's from childhood, whether it's brand new, just meeting a cool ass person. I'm sorry, am I able to cuss on here?
Yeah, you good.
Cool, you know what I'm saying? Meeting a cool
Too late. Don't go ham and get us censored.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, like if you meet a cool ass person one day, you be like, you know what I'm saying? This is a good vibe. And it's genuinely no extra thoughts of trying to undercut somebody, get up and, I feel like it'll be okay. I mean, it's possible, is what I'm saying. But sometimes it just ain't.
I feel you. And what I'm going to let y'all in on, so we kind of opened this up. Some of the people, they don't want to get on camera, so we opened it up in here before we got on air and asked the people that were in the lounge. And the question, and it, pretty much the overwhelming response that we got from the male constituents was, Men and women can be friends as long as they actually have sex first. Then they can be friends, which I thought was such an interesting take on the situation. You can't be friends. They say you have to get it out the way first, then you could be friends. I don't agree with that. I feel like once you cross the line, that pretty much kills
intimate
it.
feelings,
Because
and regardless
even
of,
if you can be friends, once you're in a relationship with another person, that has to end. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't agree with
And
being
also,
friends with people you slept with in the past. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and also like, if you went ahead and had sex with that person, and y'all tried to be friends, what if the sex was good?
Yeah.
Like amazing. Now you gonna try not to go back to that amazing ass sex?
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I'm
bad.
saying?
Yeah,
So
like
that's
you
still
got the
conflict.
memory, and then you sleep with someone else. Now the
Right.
flashbacks,
Right, so
and
you
now
gonna
you're
be
like,
like, you know what, I do. When a vulnerable night you been got into it with your boyfriend, girlfriend,
Yeah.
whatever, and you like, you know, I sure could use some of that right about now. I'm having one of them nights,
right.
and it's about that time. Just got off work. You know what I'm saying? So I'm with you on that one. I don't think
Yeah, I feel like-
that's a good thing.
I mean, me personally, I feel like naturally when you meet another person, if y'all talk for a second, even if you just talking from a friend point, there is a natural physical attraction. That's what physical attraction. But I do believe that sometimes people can meet, they may have intentionally wanted to date you, but once they talk to you, they realize we may be better friends. You're not really my type. Even if there may be that animal magnetism there, they just don't want to, they don't see you like that, and you may not see them like that. And I think those situations can work because at the end of the day, y'all looking at each other because y'all have stuff in common and not because y'all are sexually attracted to each other. The problem is a lot of times I feel with the situation why most people say it can't work is it's usually one person develops feelings.
Yeah.
And if they choose to express them, it can end the friendship or it can cross the line. I think that's where, but as long as nobody, I think it's possible.
Cross that line and step on no toes.
Cross that line,
Yeah.
because I'm gonna be honest. In my experience, I mean, I'm like Bug. I mean, I grew up. I'm the only girl in my house. I have all brothers. Honestly, I got like 7 brothers total. So I was always around boys. Most of my cousins are boys. I was a tomboy growing up. What's the word? I can't think about it. I have more in common with men when I talk.
I
gravitate
because that's all we knew.
Yeah, because that's what I grew up around. And honestly, as I've gotten older, I've just finally gotten into a period in my life where I can actually keep females around. They wouldn't stay around me. You know what I'm saying? But, so I have male friends just because of the fact of who I am. And it's people I would never cross. I've never even thought about crossing a line with. But that's me. I don't know if everybody can do that. I don't know how they feel. I know how I see them, and I know how I believe they feel. Right. And I've had friends I've lost because they did, say something, and it was like, I didn't see you like that, and then we were no longer friends because I felt like they were pretending the whole time.
But I still think that they can be friends, and I think, like when Brenda was talking earlier, I think that you can have sex with people and still have friends. I don't have 99 problems with some of my exes. Some of them are some of my good friends. But at the end of the line, I will never cross that line again because now we're not intimate. Now we're friends. Like we're on that level of friends where I can say, hey, this my man. This my, you know what I'm saying? They can say, this my girl. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to be honest with my people regardless. Yeah, I used to deal with him because I don't want nothing to come up. So my thing is you can be friends. Sometimes you're better friends because you were better off being friends. You just still might be attractive to them, but at the end of the day, you draw that line that say, hey, we're friends. It would never go back to anything else. And you got to respect that because I feel like when you have intimacy with somebody, you still have bonds toward them. You still have spirits on them. You still have some kind of connection with them. Even if you hate their guts or whatever, you still have some kind of connections with them. But I still think that if they are a genuine person, you can be friends and you know the rules and regulations. You can't cross those lines no more. We're in the friend zone, let's stay in the friend zone.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, I'm gonna respectfully disagree. I do feel like if you have, that's just my personal opinion, I feel like if there has been an intimacy line crossed, while you single, you may be able to still be friends, but I feel like if an intimacy line has been crossed, most people, once you get into a relationship, that particular situation has to be cut off. That's my personal opinion because of the fact that there is an intimacy and y'all are still talking. There's still a connection there. It may not ever cross the line. I don't know, but I feel like if there's any kind of any traction still there, any connection still there, then there's a chance for that to come up again. And if you're in a relationship or you're married or whatever now, do you even want to put yourself in a position where you have to, deal with that?
It depends on the people. It depends on the people. Because I have great friends that I dealt with, but never ever crossed that line again. You know what I'm saying? But you can't have secrets. And you have to put your boundaries to say, hey, we are in the friend zone. We did what we did. So if you can stay in the friend zone, then we're fine. But if you can't, then we cannot have any dealings with each other at the end of the day. I don't like having enemies, when you shouldn't have an enemy. But at the end of the day, the intimacy, it just depends on what level of intimacy that you have with them. You just had, hit it and quit it, let it be a hit it and quit it. But if you are in a relationship with somebody and you built a foundation, then y'all decided like, hey, we'll be better off as friends, then that's how I am. You know what I'm saying? I just like, once we're done, we're done. There's no more crossing the lines with me. When we said we friends, we friends. It ain't no, hey, we did what we did. Whatever happened, happened. But now it's like, you're my friend, ex or whatever. So that's just my opinion, I can't speak on anybody else. Because a lot of people I dealt with, I'm still friends with.
Tom, I'm actually speak on behalf of the men. I know I'm calling a tall Lord. I know you only represent yourself.
I knew this shit.
I got it.
I knew it was
you
coming
the man.
too.
You the man on the show.
Yeah, my brother smiled over there. I knew it.
He's like, I ain't coming on.
He don't want to come on the camera.
He's like, y'all not putting me on blast today.
that part. But he the one got all the other stuff that we need to address.
I know he had so.
Yeah,
we got some
so
people
much
here
to
got
say.
so many comments, refuse to get on camera. I really wish.
But he still
I
can
really
talk.
wish.
He still can
Yeah,
talk.
matter of fact,
He just-
anybody out there, you can talk. You can shout out for the peanut gallery.
Right.
I mean, if you have an
Yeah.
opinion, we don't mind. You
Right.
don't have to actually be on camera, so that's cool. If we would appreciate if you gave some comments. But now, the question I was going to ask is just overall, not necessarily your personal opinion, but overall, I know you can't speak for every man, but in general, do you think the average man can accept their female having a male friend, even if it was strictly platonic, like they never crossed the line? Do you think that
No.
well, we got one. Somebody hollered out.
Why?
Why so? Oh, hold on. We finna get
I
somebody
ain't
on
afraid
camera.
of the camera. That's the thing. I ain't afraid of the
We gotta
camera.
move on. Let's see if we can get them on. Let's get them up. We got them. Okay, we got somebody.
Okay.
You want to tell them your name real quick? Yeah. Tell them who
You
your
actually,
first
you on
name.
camera now?
You on the camera?
My name Ivory.
Okay.
We're gonna go with just Ivory.
Ivory. Go ahead and
That's not possible. Any male or female that really wants something, they're willing to wait it out. They're gonna wait it out until the opportunity comes. It's been proven many times. A lot of different podcasts and shows have already proven. If you put them on the blast or you give them that opportunity, they will take it. It's not possible.
So
You
let me-
have some people, but very, very rare. I ain't gonna say it's 100%, but nah, it ain't gonna happen.
So let me ask you this question, and I'm gonna ask you this. I heard this. I heard this actually on. Matter of fact, it was on Cam Newton's podcast. Cam Newton says men never want to be friends with women. They're just waiting around to see if they can get an opportunity. Is that true?
Yeah.
No.
He said no. You say yeah. Why you say yeah, and then you say why you say no?
I'm gonna say why I say yeah. I said it earlier, but it wasn't recorded. Men are men, and if they're into their nature, men are curious about a woman that they haven't been with. Now, some can control it and won't act upon certain feelings, but for the most part, they're still there, even if it's a thought. If the opportunity comes still, they will take it. And that's speaking from the man.
Now you said no. So Care to elaborate?
Yeah, I mean, I say no because it all depends on the person and their mindset. You know what I'm saying? What they've been through, what they haven't been through. All that matters. Like if you go in depth with shit and stuff, you go in depth with shit, it really matters because I'm gonna speak for myself. Like I can be close friends with a female and she can be drop dead gorgeous, and only just be close friends with that female. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want nothing else but that. Because I might ruin, like you said earlier, I might ruin a good friendship because of, you know what I'm saying?
My sexual desire.
You know what I'm saying? So I can cancel that out in my mental and be like, you know what? Fuck all that. We cool. You know what I'm saying? So it all depends on, to me, who you are and what you stand on.
I get that. I feel like that's how I feel like, that's how I look at it. I feel like even if there was initially a thought, if you feel like, you know what, this person, I know this would never work with this person, but I see that this person, we could be good friends. And y'all, you know, I believe that's how it could work.
Yeah.
But I do understand what
now
you're
I'm about to say, I understand what he's saying too.
Yeah, I get
Because
it.
at the end of the day,
Still-
if you look at, like he said, proven thing, we could be dating, you could be his friend, then like he's talking to you, he's confiding in you, and then you're thinking, oh my God, I'm gonna get a chance eventually, because I know everything about this man and she doesn't.
But don't that
You know,
also go back to
You could be
motives?
waiting in the,
Yes.
motives, yeah.
Yes,
But then
that's what bro was talking
Oh,
about.
You
yeah,
say
okay,
people hide
okay.
their
It-
yeah,
it
because there
still
are women
come
who
back
hide.
to it.
There are women who do that too. There are women who
Yeah,
wait in the
yeah.
wings and hide,
Right.
just like men.
So
There
I
are
was talking
women who
about
only trying to be
more
with
purity and genuine.
Right,
you know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
genuine
Yeah,
friends. Like,
Yeah.
okay, you're my friend and I love you and I care about
Yeah,
you and I
yeah.
don't see you like that. I can call
Don't
you
get
and
me
talk to you.
wrong. When I said it earlier, that's part of what I meant.
Right.
If you've already been there with a person, it's easier then.
Yes.
The curiosity is gone.
Right.
Some of those urges is gone. You already been there.
Right.
No matter what, it's
But
easier.
can they
to
still be friends?
Yeah, that's possible. That's why. That's
He's
why I
saying
say it is.
once they sleep
Okay.
together, the
It's
curiosity
possible.
is
What if they
gone.
don't?
Because the
So the
curiosity
thrill
is
is
gone.
gone. So
Because
now you can be friends.
I
but I don't wanna fuck
have male best friends I never ever
I have
said.
female-
But what
I
if
have-
it's good?
I have
Then now that
female best
curiosity
friends.
won't leave. Now you can't be friends.
That's not true.
Is that true?
That's
I mean,
that's not true.
if it's too like
It still take two to tango, so it must be good to both of them.
Right.
But if it's only one sided and one person decide, hey, I don't want to do so and so, you got to stand on it.
Right.
It
But
still
then y'all
take two
still
to
yeah,
tango.
then y'all
I
still
got you.
yeah, I
I
feel
got
you.
you. Okay.
Yeah, I ain't gonna do nothing by force. But if a person decides that, hey, we're gonna be mature about a situation and say, hey, we've been there, we've tried this, it ain't worked, but we are good friends.
Right.
Hey, if you're a
But do
good
you
person
think
and
your
good people
do
hard
you
to come
think
by,
your mate
I can
will
still be your
accept
friend.
that, though?
It's not whether the mate will or not.
No, it is.
Okay,
It
let
is.
me rephrase it.
It's-
Let's
it's
say, for
not.
instance,
If you decide
in a
to be in a
relationship,
rela-
if you in an actual relationship with a woman, but you had a female that's already a friend, how
Would you tell your
Would
mate
you
that you
tell
had
your
sex
mate
with that
that
person?
Y'all making it
I would.
complicated. It's a simple thing of if I
would tell
decide
my
to be in a
mate, I'm
relationship.
in a relationship,
Right.
and then that's my friend. It's not
Right.
to cut somebody else, but I'm saying this, if I'm in a relationship, new relationship, boom, right, and then boom, this is my friend. She come around my new relationship. Yeah, I'm gonna let her know. I would have to.
And if y'all slept
Because
together, I feel
I'm
that's
pretty
something you
sure
have
before
to share.
she gonna ask me this eventually because of the chemistry that me and her have.
Right.
Well, she ain't gonna have a
So
chance
before
to
she get
ask
ready
me.
to ask, hey, just let you know, baby, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Lay that shit on real quick. And then that way it won't be nothing in the air, nothing floating on that.
We all saying the
Okay.
same thing then. All I was finna say is, in the short version is, they won't have to ask for one. Two, I'm very open and honest up and blunt up front. So either you rocking with it or you can't.
Yeah, you can't.
Right.
I ain't putting nothing on nobody.
Right.
Right.
If you don't want to deal with that or you can't trust me enough, I got loyalty tatted on me for a reason. I don't have to prove anything to nobody, but if I'm a people person, ain't no one in the hell I finna tell you can't talk to the opposite sex.
Right.
Yeah, and that's
If you're
how I
around
feel.
opposite
Right.
sex
And
all
that's
day,
how I
every day.
feel.
Right.
It comes down to, do you want to really be with me, and do I really want to be with you?
Do we trust each other?
That's all it comes down to.
Because if
I
we'll
can
be
have
honest
opposite
with each
sex
other from
friends,
day one.
but I gotta have a respect level. So it's like I ain't gonna do certain shit. If I can't do it in front of you, I
Right.
can't do it.
Can't do it.
Got
I
you.
can't do it.
Because you got to think that if you was, before you got in a relationship and you and your best friend talking on the phone, this time, that, now, that shit got to cease when you become with your mate.
if your mate is down for that and they say, hey, I don't want you to have all these other women,
Right.
I can be cool with that.
Oh, okay.
If she's cool with that and she's mature
Right.
enough to say, hey, okay, I trust you, it ain't about them, I trust
Right.
you.
Right.
The vice versa, same thing with me. I can rock with that.
Yeah.
But
That
it
honesty
depends
has to be
on
the
again,
table from day
if
one.
I decide to be in that relationship.
Right.
Yeah, she got a little bit of a say so on how that plays out and how that goes.
But in the beginning, okay. And I like that because lay it on the table. Because I mean, I personally feel like at the end of the day, if you're dating someone and they have, or you're married, or whatever the situation is, and they have a friend, if you trust them, then you shouldn't have to worry about that.
Right.
Because they're the only person, that friend has no honesty. And if they respect you, loyal to you, and they're faithful to you, then you don't have to worry about that friend. And if
Yeah,
they're
I don't
not,
want no
then they out your
second
life
guess.
anyway, if you so choose.
But
So-
you have to be honest from day one.
Yeah. Huh? Yeah,
Yeah.
you come, yeah.
Like the plot of the best man.
Kind of like the plot of the best man. yeah, no,
Yeah,
yeah.
like had to fight first. And then go after, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, that's actually a good one.
We still married and they all still did
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
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 Right.
And the
Well, it's
second
a lot
one,
of
they
people
finally
living with
was able to be
exes and
friends
all
again
that.
after
Now,
years.
you know what I'm saying? Like co-parenting together, and they're friends, but you know, just,
that
I like
kind
it.
of.
you have to be truthful from day one.
That's what it takes.
It takes a lot of, and it takes a sense of togetherness. Because
Yes.
I think at the end of the day, a lot of people, we need people more than we want to put on. And then when it's people that's been in your life for a long time, it is hard to discard them. So it's like, it's not the sex thing, it's like, this is my nigga low key.
Right.
Like, we been put that to the side.
Right,
Like, I know if you needed something and I couldn't do it, they do it.
right,
But they gotta really be that friend. They can't just be somebody that's around. They gotta be like, hey, if something happens to me, she gonna look out for you and ours.
right.
And it's gotta be like that. But I come from like, I've seen like my household, I come from grandma's house. So it's like, y'all used to date, I don't care. You invited to the cookout. You the new wife, I don't
Right.
care. You invited to the cookout.
That
The
part.
ex-wife is
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
I had my dad, my mom's, the guy she's talking to in there watching the game, her best friend who's low key in love with her, all of them in the same house.
Right.
same body.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like,
I understand where you
I
come
feel
from.
you. I feel you. I feel you.
Because my second husband, grandma, still got pictures of me till she died. She was
Right.
like, that's your wife. I don't care who you with. That was your first wife. And I'm,
'Cause it's
and I'm
real.
like, grandma, I'm going to give you some pictures of me. She was like, no, this my motherfucking house. Like, ain't nobody going to tell me. But because I don't care. You in the family. Y'all lost a child together. You still part of us. But I'm like, grandma, he married somebody else. You know, they from Georgia. She was like, I don't give a damn. You are my baby.
maturity levels is like the ex-wife could come over and bring dinner to the new wife is sick. It's like, it sounds far-fetched until
It
you're
doesn't.
mature.
No, it
You
doesn't.
see-
No,
you
it
but I
see
feel you,
these
yeah.
things. I grew up with these things, and the kids is just like, oh, we just get more gifts.
Yeah, they found a way to work it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I say this?
Oh yeah.
That's part of the reason why I say a lot of times, not to say I got a lot, but any ex that I've had, anybody that you say you're in a relationship with, if you don't break up, and you don't have to break up over, it don't have to be a negative breakup.
Right.
You
Right.
can still have love for a person, and if it's genuine, you're gonna want them to still be happy, even if it's
Right.
not with you.
That part.
Yeah. Yeah.
That part.
That's that type of love.
Right.
That's a
And
different
respect.
type of love. That's a real
And
type of
If
love.
my ex is
Exactly.
brother touchdown in this city, I'm gonna make sure he's straight.
Yeah.
I don't talk to him no more for whatever reason, but
Because
Yeah.
you have a
But-
connection
but you have
and
a
bond
connection.
with the
But you have a
family.
connection with them
that's,
though.
yeah.
Especially if
Yeah.
you've been with people for years.
That's a real love. I ain't gotta want nothing else from you other than to see you win and
Yeah,
see you
see,
happy.
Right.
I've seen
That's still
situations where,
love.
Like, let's say it's my little sister. Her dad stopped dealing with a girlfriend, and so now it's fuck my little sister too. She like that cool with
Oh yeah, she
Right,
bullshit.
right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a whole dynamic. But I look at togetherness so much.
Mhm.
I can see past stuff that people can't see past. Basically, because at the end of the day, it's like, are you solid?
Yeah.
Basically, can you put that to the side? The whole sexual relations and stuff, that's a person. That's an individual thing. Like if you
Mhm.
can't, it shouldn't be, oh, it was so good. If you're someone who has good sex, that's just you.
Mhm.
Right.
What does it matter? Like,
But I feel like on
Yeah,
different
'cause you still
levels,
have
like I
connection.
tell people on different levels, I love her, I love him, I love him. I love you. I love my brothers. I love my mom and them. But at the end of the day, it's your intimacy.
Right.
All love is love.
Exactly.
Like you can say what you want to. Love is love. But when you put intimacy in it, meaning when you put sex in it, that changes the kind of love that you have. But at the end of the day, I love my brothers, my real brothers, my mom, the same way I love y'all. The only difference is me and him have sex. And we have a different intimacy. So you should be able to be honest and true. Cause I'm like, I don't have issues with my ex. I have some issues with some exes that I will never talk again because it was some other stuff. But I don't feel like you had a bond with somebody. Like my ex, his son, me and him got the same birthday. That's my heart. You know what I'm saying?
It makes you feel like, who was I with for this long a time if it's
Thank
like,
you.
if it turns so volatile and horrible just
Right.
because you're two different people now. Or you know what I'm saying? It's like, it was never
Cause you
That's
grow
true.
and you change. But the point of it is you still have some feelings, but the feelings change.
Right.
They're not the same.
It's not romantic anymore.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
And people will feel that. That's why a lot of people break up. It's like, I love you,
But I'm not
but
in
I'm
love
not
with you.
there with it anymore.
No,
So
no,
that's
no, no,
not-
no. I want something more deeper than you can ever give.
Right.
And I get all that because I kind of feel like that's the situation. Like I only got one ex, my ex-husband. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So, but even though, you know, we're divorced, you know, I know like no matter what, if he needed me, like he's been there for me, like he's there for me right now because I have a
Right.
situation I'm dealing with. And he didn't have to step in and help me out, but he knew I needed help. You know what I'm saying? And so he stepped in. So likewise, you know what I'm saying?
Not to cut you off, but it might be me speaking from ego. But low key, it's like, why would you not? I feel like that. What do you mean
Yeah.
you don't wait for how long? How long?
Thank you.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Damn, but like
She's
you
20.
know me for this.
She
long,
is
and
20
I know
years.
what's going on.
Mine,
Yeah. Well,
mine is 15.
a total of altogether, I met my ex-husband when I was 19. You know what I'm saying? We divorced last year. So,
So
and
y'all
I'm
know
43.
years
And I'm
of life
43.
together.
So, you know what I'm saying? That's my entire adult life I spent with one man pretty much.
If I was the person that dated your ex after y'all broke up, and he said "fuck you," I'm looking at him like, huh? You would do that to somebody that you
Yeah.
was with? What would you do to me?
Thank you.
I look at
That's
that
a
as
great
whole.
way to look at it.
Yes,
That's
it
an
is.
interesting way to look at it. Like, you would do that.
You
Yeah,
would do that to her?
fair.
I look at that as a whole. I look at people who do certain stuff with their family and everything. I'm like, what would you do to me? I'm not your blood. I wasn't rocking with you from this time to this time.
I've been
Yeah,
only
but if
rocking
you
with
just
for a
have
couple
children,
months.
spend
Yeah.
that much time with somebody and
Right.
act like
Act like they don't exist.
exist, yeah.
That wouldn't make me feel good. Like you gonna act like somebody don't exist because you like me. You're foul. You're weird.
Yeah. And I feel you on that. Like that would have me like, and I would feel like if I didn't do that for him, somebody would look at me crazy like that. Because at the end of the day, you know what I'm
That
saying?
they should be like, damn. So y'all ain't rock that long.
But you know it goes back to that's your ex. Why you fucking with her? Why you doing that with him? Why you doing that? Baby, you are insecure.
And those are people who have not been through real things. That tells like you have to be an experienced person in life to understand that. You have to have been a person who's not had somebody before or seen how it is
Right.
when you really need somebody.
Yes.
Like all of that, none of that. Your mind shouldn't go to sex when you need somebody. It should be like, yo,
Exactly.
he rocks with me. She
Thank
rocks
you.
with me.
That part.
Simple.
But
as
my
that.
thing is, you still have to set boundaries, but you have to. Like I have an ex of 15 years. That's my best friend. I can call him right. I can call him right now and say, "Hey, this was going on." He'd be like, "Get it together, cause you sound happy for a change." You know what I'm saying? It ain't no, oh, fuck that nigga. What you know what I'm saying? It's never. I've introduced him to everybody I date because we're business partners too. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like he's gonna meet the new one. Like at the end of the day, you have to. But you have to set your boundaries and have mutual respect. Because we have respect for each other to the fact, hey, that's my people. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, good. Hey, this ladybug, hey, how you doing? Appreciate you. Because the point of it is we're gonna always be a part of each other's life no matter what nobody say.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the like, and people have to. It's maturity. A lot of people not gonna want to hear that, but the people who see past the veil of what like
Right.
societal standards of connections and stuff like that, they would see you as a real person. It's like the people that's in my life now are curated. So it's a package deal with everybody that you come around.
Right.
Can we merge like this?
Right.
Or are you gonna look at this one component? If I date somebody with children or a kid, I have to know that's someone you had sex with before.
Right.
That's probably gonna end up being, if we take it there, that's my people now.
Right.
That's
It has
sis.
to be.
Yeah.
That's sis.
Thank you.
Your child is now my child.
Thank
that's
you.
sis.
And if you can't respect that, then you ain't a woman.
Yeah, and that's fair because I have stepkids, so I feel you on
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, they gotta cut off what they do.
Exactly.
You know
That's
what I'm
what I
saying?
be handled prior to.
Yes.
I'll be like, I've had a situation where it's like, I know this is still tender for you, so I'm gonna step away.
Right.
Because I feel like I'll honor the man who tries that one time. Try. So you know, if you feel like you wanna have this family, I know my energy gonna confuse you, it's gonna distract you.
Right.
If I come in as a whole package, you're
Right.
gonna be like, ugh,
Right.
let me go away.
And you ain't gonna be ready for all this.
Try with this woman, and if it don't work out, then take your healing process, and if it's meant to come back around,
Right.
and I'm here, we'll
Right.
figure it out. But
But don't play with me.
don't play with me, but I'll honor the man that tries for his family.
Right.
But really try though, don't try
Right.
to have somebody on the side, don't try to have me on the side, really go all in, and if it don't work for real, then y'all were just meant to come together for this union and this
But
child.
I don't think they understand that.
A lot of them don't.
I don't think they
And it's a
understand
level
that.
of, you know, like you said, it's a level of
And
emotional
it's a level of
maturity as well.
emotional, spiritual, and it's a level of maturity. If you're not, it don't matter what age you are. We're not talking about. We never talk about age. We talk about maturity.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, you have. But the point of it is, if you honest from day one, like with this person, I'm like, hey, I used to deal with this person. I used to deal with this person, because I don't want nobody to ever come back and say, oh, you fucking with her? Wow, I used to. Nah, bro, you was something to do. You want to know
But look
relationship?
how they bragging though. Hey.
But they have.
Hey.
Hey, wait, they gotta make sure they make sure they put this thing.
But at the end of
You
the
don't
day.
have to be that in that same category. That's what
But
I'm
it's
saying.
like, what to me, I think in a nutshell, for my internet or whatever, it's just being honest and being honest about the way you feel about that person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have mad love for my ex. We been about 15 years. Like, we done been through a lot. But at the end of the day, he's not the person that I want to spend the rest of my life with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And let women choose and let men choose, because there could be I know there's situations where I have exes that still like, I'm waiting to get my money up sure. Hey,
Yeah.
it wasn't that.
Yeah.
I just don't like you anymore.
You wasn't in the cards.
So imagine if they're dealing with women and they have an honest level, like, hey, there's somebody that I'm always want to be with if she ever gave me another chance. There's women that'll be cool with that. There's women that's like, not in my world. But
You know, there'll be women
give them
that's trying
that
to
choice,
change.
give them that
They're
option.
trying to change that person, but at the end of the day, that's somebody you need to meet. Hey, what is it about her or him that you won't never let? But you had your chance. That's how I feel. You had your chance. I'm not going backwards.
You had your experience.
Thank
Yeah.
You already had
Thank
your
you.
experience.
Yeah.
And you wasn't at the level that I needed you to be at. So by the time you get to that level, I'm at
Right.
another
But
level.
they may not ever get to that level. That level might be cool with them, and it's
Right.
like,
Yeah.
cool. I
But
know
it
what
ain't.
you're
It ain't
saying.
but it's not where we want to be.
Exactly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So my thing is at the end, be honest up front. I'm not a jealous person.
Right.
Just
There's
don't
no need to be.
don't
Yeah.
disrespect me. Cause at the end of the day, she ain't got no business calling you 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Now
I
that's a
don't care.
problem. Like I said, honestly, me personally,
Right.
I don't have an issue with it because I
Right.
feel like this, and that's just because of my experience. Either you're gonna be faithful or not. Like, I'm not gonna tell you you can't have
Right.
friends
That part.
because I have friends,
That part.
and I'm not gonna get rid of my friends just because
Nope.
I'm with you.
Never have.
And they're my friends. Because, like I say, I have some male friends literally that have helped me in, through this last year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That I was able, just like I had female friends
Right.
that have helped me through this last year. I had a very trying last year. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm not just going to be like, oh, I can't call. I'm just going to block him, cut him off completely because of
you're
the fact,
jealous.
because you're insecure. Because that's, to
Right.
me, that's an insecurity thing.
Right.
That's a self-love of what you have something in you. Because I feel like if you trust me, there's no reason.
I feel like with that, there's space and then there's boundaries. When you're in a new relationship, you're going to need space for blossoming.
Yes.
There's gonna be space taken away from your homegirls and some space sometimes and space taken away from your homeboys because you're in that newlywed
Space from everybody, to be honest,
Right.
except your children.
You in each other's face right
Yeah.
now.
Right.
We in each other's face, we
Right.
vibing. And then it balances back out. Then you might be like, I'm ready for y'all to meet my man. That's where I've been at, or my
Right.
girl.
Yeah.
Right.
The
Once that
boundaries
honeymoon
part
is-
is like, your homegirl or your homeboy shouldn't be calling you at 2 a.m. and you know that like, this is you and bae hours. Like my friend got married, I had to be okay with, when I call her at a certain time, he's home, she's making dinner,
Right.
they're doing their thing.
Right.
Yeah.
That's now a thing.
Yeah.
I wasn't like, well, damn, when we were single, they have their own household.
Yeah, they're not single no more.
That's the household.
But that even goes to your, like, my best friend got married, but I'm like, I don't see her all the time. We may do lunch once or twice a month, but at the end of the day, she is committed to her family, and I'm not taking nothing from that, because I'm gonna be committed to mine. So at the end of the day, people need to know their boundaries, no matter if it's male or female.
I saw my homeboy today at my job on a date. And I'm sure back then, like, he probably had crushes on me and stuff. I was like, whatever. Like, I'm not about to it's just certain things you should already know. So it's like, I'm not about to be, oh, I have this going on. I don't know what his situation is, if he has a girlfriend or any of that. When we catch up, we'll catch up.
Right.
Naturally, I'm not about to call him at weird times with hours and none of that. Because in my mind, I'm like, he might have a girlfriend now.
Right.
I would text him like, hey, you free? I want to catch up with you.
At a reasonable time.
At that point.
Yeah.
That's just like, it's maturity.
Yeah. And like I said, I think ultimately, like Bug say, like you, like even, it's about setting the tone, especially if you're in something new, setting the tone in the beginning. But I'm gonna flip it a little bit. What about if you're already in a relationship and you meet someone and you want to become friends with? How does that play into your relationship?
You go to your
Like you ain't supposed to be meeting nobody. You ain't even supposed to be meeting nobody.
That part, bro.
Why you so friendly?
That part, bro. I'm with you on that, bro. Like,
I mean, it
come
could be
on
something.
now.
Let's just
No.
say it's a
No.
co-worker or something. I don't know. I'm just asking. What y'all think?
No.
Anybody?
I'm with
Everybody
bro.
know.
I'm with bro on that.
You can't have
You
new
already
friends
got
once
enough
you get into a
goddamn friends.
relationship.
They gotta be our friend.
Well, I mean, but if they, but I'm saying, so is that the requirement? They gotta
They
be
gotta
both
be
of y'all.
our
You know
friend.
what? The conversation should be like, and then especially guys, they're gonna automatically size them up before they get them.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
like, hey, we having a barbecue this weekend. I want to invite Joey from work. Who the fuck is Joey? New, blah 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 whatever.
Right.
All right.
Right.
It would
Right.
be our friends because you're in a union at that point.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, yeah, our friend. But
That's
I gotta see if
our
he's
friend.
cool with it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And then my thing is, you gotta set the boundaries when you're dating. Then if you take it to the other level and you're married, like I just told you about my best friend, I love her to death, but I don't call her all times. My best friend been in her house 3 years. I haven't even been there because at the end of the day, she have her life with her husband. So we go on our sister dates once a month. We talk when she's on her way home or she's at work. I don't disturb their household, and she doesn't disturb mine. You know what I'm saying?
for real.
So, because at the end of the day, it's just we have a mutual love and respect for each other, and I respect her marriage because I believe in the sanctuary of marriage. Like you got your life, then that's fine, but just like I asked her husband, just give me some time once in a while. We've been friends for 31 years. You know what I'm saying? So. But he just laughed about it, but I still had to ask him to say, she's not a party person, she doesn't, you know what I'm saying? We go to breakfast, we may take a trip once in a while, we do our Eastern Star together, but at the end of the day, I respect her marriage, especially since I was single for so long, but I just respect it. When I got married, she respect that too, you know? And I think that you have to set boundaries no matter what it is, even if it's your male friend, your family, you know what I'm saying? It ain't even got anything to do with people you're trying to have sex with. You have to set boundaries with everybody.
Just knowing the person that you with.
Right.
It may be kind of tough in the beginning, but so long as you have one, that maturity that we keep saying, and two, that communication line, you can do all these things. Anything is possible. You just gotta have that communication line and that trust. If you're gonna have opposite sex or friends or from work or maybe just somebody out in the street, y'all have a few things in common. It just comes down to what you will and won't do. If you can do it in front of that person, it's cool. If you feel you got a sneaker, you can't do certain things in front of them, then that's when it becomes an issue.
Like you can't take a phone call, you can't do none of that, then what?
That's an issue.
You have to define friendship. Y'all have to know what friendship is too. I always say, can you ask them for a
Yeah, that's
love
all.
ring?
But
That's not your friend. Not that you have to be in.
Thank you.
But if you're like, oh, I want to be friends. Hey, we're grown. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
My friends are family.
Thank you, say it again.
Family. At this
Say
point,
that
you
again.
spend friendship.
Yeah.
Say that again.
So,
and that you
if I want to be friends.
Yeah, because like what we saying, it goes deeper than can we be friends. You feel me? It's deeper than that. It's way deeper than that.
That's a leading, come on.
Hey,
Most hey,
Somebody else?
we got another podcast that just came in the building. I don't know if he gonna jump on camera for us. I wouldn't mind getting his opinion if he want to throw something out before we about to round this conversation out. Cause we got blessed with another podcast that just popped in. Hopefully we can convince him before this conversation is over to jump on his camera.
Come in and give hugs real quick.
Yeah, you come on in, come on
I say peace to
in.
everybody. I say peace to everybody.
What's up, T-Love? What's up? Hey, give your pod. Make sure you get your.
You gonna give me 5?
Hey, T, give him a shout. T, come on here and give your podcast a shout out real quick. Give your podcast a shout out real quick.
Hey,
Come
what's
on
up? Yours truly, Mr. T-Love, T-Love Talks Podcast. I'm gonna get in here with y'all. This is a good one right here.
Hey, yo, man, hey, we was calling it all kind of people sitting down there. They ain't running necessarily come on camera, but we do appreciate them giving us our opinions and their thoughts on it. So we finna about round this out. We down to our last few minutes. So I want to kind of everybody to kind of get their last thoughts. So I'm gonna start with Ty. Your last thoughts, your final thoughts on the subject, as well as final thoughts. Period.
me personally, like I said, man, I just feel like my brother said, and a lot of, actually y'all said as well. Just be truthful, honest, upfront, straightforward. Don't sugarcoat nothing, you know, and everything should work out. If it doesn't work out, they ain't meant for you. That's how I'm looking at it. You know, like they get an attitude, they can't take it, then all right, nice meeting you, shake it up, whatever y'all hug, kiss bye, whatever, and leave it at that. That's pretty much my intake on that. Just stay 100, keep truth, especially for yourself. Stay true to yourself, if anything. You gotta fake the funk with nobody. Just stay true to you, and if it's meant to be, it'll be. If it's not, it ain't.
Chef?
I agree with Mr. Baker, but I also feel like sometimes you have to set boundaries for everybody. Because you could be one way while you're single, you be one way while you chilling, but when you get in a relationship, they need to already know what your boundaries level is. Like I said with my best friend, we know our boundaries. She know when I'm in a relationship, I'm committed to that person. If she's in her marriage, she's committed to that person. So I just feel like long as everybody knows their boundaries and they need to set them and abide by them and don't get feelings, oh, you got a new chick now, you can't call me, you can't do that, then that's gonna make that person feel some kind of way because you didn't set that boundary with that person. And that goes for everybody, you know what I'm saying? So that's my take on it. But I still think that you could be platonic friends and still have a lasting relationship, because I have platonic friends that I've been friends with for 30 and 40 and 50 years that I've never had any relationships with. But they are my brothers. So I do believe that you can have that.
I got you. And I guess I'm gonna round it on out. I honestly feel like, me personally, I don't feel there's anything wrong with it. I do feel if you're not in a relationship, and then you get in one, those boundaries and introductions have to be made immediately. And I feel like it's just about openness and communication, which was said several times. And like she said, also too, even for your same gender friends, you and as well as your opposite sex friends, you just set the expectation. If you're bringing in new people, I mean, I think that ultimately it can be done, but it's all about person per person. You know what I'm saying? It's about you and how you operate and how you carry yourself and whether you're mature enough to have a platonic relationship with the opposite sex or not. And I believe that's honestly kind of the end all be all of that particular subject. And so with that, we are going to go ahead and wrap up our first podcast Tuesday here at the Black Rose Lounge. I would most definitely thank you guys. I want to thank everybody that came in and attended our first live one, man. They actually, you know, we got comments from the audience. Ty Baker, we had Ivory come on. T Love came in. We had other comments.
I ain't really need to speak my speech.
I mean, do you want to say something before we come out? We got some more minutes. Come on. We ain't even bad.
Just let me get my little itty bitty shot.
Got you. We're
Right.
gonna turn that a little bit.
I just want to say two things really that came to mind when it comes to, because what was the question
Can
again?
men and women be friends?
I mean, it's a lot of context that goes behind that, but platonic, yeah. I mean, this is the thing. People act like men are not very competitive and very domineering. We're very protective. We animal kingdom. A man is animal kingdom. So I think as long as a woman understands that the man that she's dealing with, how she can relay these things to him. If she got friends, she got to be able to talk to him about that. But again, we don't give a fuck. Do you understand me? We don't care about your old friend. And it's nothing, that's just what it is. Like in y'all mind and in the woman's mind, and I'm going to go both. I just want to say this. In their mind, it's like it matters. It doesn't matter to us that you were friends with him for this long and you guys had this bond. We don't care about that. You ours. We dipping in that kitty now. That's our kitty pot. So the thing is, women, y'all just gotta understand, it's okay to have old friends, but make sure he's minute. That's something, It was nothing, it wasn't even that big. It was like this. That shit wasn't nothing. Because we are territorial. We don't want to know that you have a bond with another man, and it's something that, it was something that's there that, we might not even be able to get to that point. So whatever it is, just make sure that you understand that with men. Second of all, I want to say about, what was the second thought? It was the competitiveness, and it was the fact that energy. They're energy vampires out here. Let me tell you something. You can be friends with whoever you want to be friends with, but let's not act like this is not an evil world. It's a lot of evil people with a lot of bad intentions. This is not a good place. And people have good hearts. But when you're talking about being in a relationship, it's hard enough for you and that person to bond and build something together and overlook all the past traumas that y'all done had, overlook all the hurt and the heartbreak that y'all done had. So the point is,
We just talked about that.
you have to understand, if you're with somebody and you care about that person, and I don't care how long you had the relationship with that person, if that person that you're with now, they love you and they care about you, and they say, babe, that ain't it. It's something about that person.
Right.
It's something, you have to be able to respect that within the relationship. And like the lady said earlier, there has to be boundaries. There has to be boundaries. But again, ladies, we don't give a fuck about the niggas that you used to talk to. We don't give a motherfucker. Nigga, we up in this bitch now. We watching TV in this motherfucker. This our shit now. We going to the refrigerator. We don't care about none of them niggas. You understand me, ladies? And that's all I wanted the ladies to know. Like, it ain't nothing against those guys, but men, we're territorial. We don't care about them.
Right.
So that's the only thing, ladies, y'all need to know. Like, when y'all talk about those guys, okay, this is my friend, this the homie, he from back in the day. Yeah, we had this whoop, whoop, whoop. So like Rose said, don't leave me in the blind.
Right.
You know what I mean? Shit, we doing this now.
Right.
Shit, you mine, I'm yours.
Right.
So let's just don't leave me in the blind. Like, let me know what's there. Nephew?
Communication line.
Right. Oh, that's the next thing. He insecure. He insecure, girl. Why he worried about what I was doing? I'm worried about it. I'm worried about it. Man, what that nigga drive? Matter of fact, what kind of car he drive? What that nigga work at? How long you say y'all date? Man, fuck that nigga, man. I'm sorry to be using profanity, but this is how men think, ladies. So, again, we all have passes. We all have exes. But 9 times out of 10, ladies.
So what about you with a female friend?
Me with a female friend?
Can you be friends with females?
I'm going to be honest with you. Okay, listen.
Yeah.
If she unattractive, if she unattractive, if she...
what about somebody you have fellatios with?
Whoa, we get it. We know. Hold on, how long we got? Hold on, I might be
I broke out the teacher mode. You don't have fellatio she's with, and then you still talking about she your friend. Come on now. Because women is territorial too.
Hold on, what I said earlier, well, how big she got to be, how ugly she got to be. Lord,
don't matter.
I'm sorry.
It's somebody for everybody.
Okay.
It's
somebody for everybody. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that.
It's somebody for everybody.
But,
So you don't think men and women can
No.
you be friends with a woman?
I'm going to be
Can you
honest
be
with
friends
you.
with a woman and be in a relationship with her?
I'm going to be
and
honest
it's somebody
with you.
who you had sex with.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Or not. It could be platonic. Yeah.
No, we talking about sex.
Let me tell you, I'm going to tell you about me. Because since I'm on the podcast, I have one platonic lady friend. I've been on this earth 40. It'll be 47 years in February. Aquarius is we up in this beat. But I have one from back in the day, and I ain't gonna lie, that's my dog. She funny as hell, and I've actually dated serious women, and I'm like, that's my dog, but I ain't telling we did nothing. So that's another one of those things where I wasn't honest. But now, right, at this age, I probably would. At this age, but I didn't.
You know what he said? He made a point, and I know this is kind of off the topic, but he just threw out, sometimes you can't tell everybody anything. Do you think nowadays, going into a new relationship, how honest should you be open about everything, or like he said, you shouldn't tell everybody everything? And what is and isn't in the zone of it needs to be addressed in the beginning?
Again, don't demasculate me. Is that a word? Don't emasculate. Emasculate me. Don't tell me nothing the way I'm gonna be looking at you when we laying in bed like, damn, she really did a rodeo 30,000 with her and a girl, and now she won't let me do one with, like, I mean, certain stuff. If you know you ain't gonna cross that line, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just certain stuff, like, you just gotta keep it to yourself, zip. If you know what I mean? Like, I mean, some stuff I do feel like in your solidarity to yourself, and especially if it's a part of your past and you've grown past it and it doesn't haunt you anymore. Yeah, if it doesn't haunt you anymore. If it doesn't haunt you anymore, why not? You know what I mean? Like,
I feel like
talk to me.
When you dating, shit, you don't owe that shit to nobody. Motherfucker might turn around and use it on your ass.
Whew.
I don't feel you have to give up certain shit. I feel you can respect a person without giving out all your damn secrets. Mm-hmm. When it come times, you ready to go a step further than being girlfriend, boyfriend, meaning you trying to be a couple married, okay, then you'll have a sit down probably before, and you say, hey, look, so-and-so.
I agree.
This is what it is.
Unless you know that you're going to take this person serious. I see what you said.
Yeah, unless you know you're going to take them serious.
I agree.
Because I guarantee you, it ain't a person out here, at least this nowadays, nobody cuts off everybody they were dealing with when you start dating somebody new.
Right.
The moment that shit don't work out, your phone be ringing, or your ass still got access to some connection line to where y'all can still connect with somebody that you used to be fucking with. That's male or female. Hell no. I ain't finna do that. I ain't finna lay all my cards out on the table just like that when anything can happen.
Right. No, I
that
agree
shit
with
get serious, then okay,
Yeah.
we can have a conversation.
And I agree. I feel like you shouldn't never tell everything, especially when you first met someone. And then I even remember I was watching, I can't remember what I was watching, but one of the guys said, as a woman, you should never be completely open and honest when you meet a guy, because that gives him the ability to see how to manipulate you. Do y'all agree with that?
I do and I don't. Some guys, yes. Some guys, no.
Yeah, context.
Because you got some guys that, like anybody, some people prey on the weak.
Right.
They prey
That's what I'm
on
just
your
saying,
weaknesses.
Yeah.
Some people, they don't thrive off that shit. They just don't do it for them. I love to pride myself off that. That shit don't do nothing for me. Anything I want, I can go get it myself. I don't need to manipulate you and get that shit. I don't need to motherfucking trick you out that bitch. If I can't get that shit myself, I don't feel like no man. That's point blank period. Some niggas don't, some men don't feel like that.
I got you. Ty, you want to add anything?
Actually, he said it.
He summed it up. He summed it
Everything
up.
I
I'm
know.
gonna give you that shit raw and uncut. I'm sorry, that's how it's gonna be. Either you with it or you ain't. And most of the time, when you upfront and you honest with a person, they already know. They like the fact that they know what they getting. It ain't no guessing game.
Right.
And honestly,
no intentions.
I feel like that's how it always. I'm even my friends. I tell like, but hey,
Open book.
be honest with me. I'd rather you hurt my feelings and I check myself, than me have to guess or dart or be trying to make decisions or move or trying to figure out that ambiguity, that confusion.
That's
Just
how
let
we
me
met.
know what it is, and then I like for real. Me and Bug met on some real. She told me something
3
about a
hours
former,
we talked.
you know what I'm saying, a former a business partner who I shouldn't have did business with, but she was real with me, you know what I'm saying, and from that moment we was cool, because like she did something that, you know, I had never seen nobody else do. She told the partner in front of his face he wasn't nothing, and I shouldn't do business with him, and that was real, you know what I'm saying.
Right.
She a real person, and she tells me if I'm fucking up, like, you know what I'm saying, like if I
Tell
call
me,
her,
hey,
you know what I'm saying, and I like people around like me like that, and including even in a relationship. Tell me, be honest, because we don't know what the other person is really looking for. We don't know what they really like. We don't know what's attractive.
What they already been through.
And what they've been. So, you know what I'm saying, when you trying to pretend or hide or trying to figure out or be who you think they want, you end up just messing it up anyway instead of just
What
being
they say,
yourself.
don't give me your representative, give me
Yeah,
your
just
real
give me you.
self.
Take the damn mask off. People need to
Give me
stop
you.
walking around with the mask all the time.
You
That shit
always
is
meet
hard.
Your
You
next time should be
always
false
meet
advertising.
two.
False advertisement.
Your
Yeah.
next
Thank
time-
you.
You always
Next time,
meet two
program.
types of
false
people.
advertising.
Right.
Got
At
you.
least that's my
I
favorite
think
thing
we
to
got
say.
next week topic.
Yeah, next week's topic.
False
Yeah.
advertisement. False advertisement.
I like that one. I
You
like
always
that
meet
Come
two
on.
types of people. The only thing is that person that you want to see is the person that you first meet is the person that they want you to see, or maybe they want to
one. If
be.
they fake.
Hopefully the second person that you meet ain't too far from that first person.
Hope it ain't
need
too much
one.
of a gap.
Yeah,
What
everybody needs.
percentage would you guess
Thank
that
you.
is though?
I couldn't even
That
put
Person to
far
person.
space.
I can't even put it in a percentage, and if I did, I say maybe 10%.
10 of the world?
10.
I'll give it 60.
Oh, the world. Oh,
the
I
whole
was
world.
talking
Like
about- oh, okay.
when you
No,
meet
I
a
don't
person, the first person you meet is that person that they introducing you to.
Mhm.
Then it goes on that line of getting to know that person.
Let's do that.
How
for
mknow. Many
next
times we
week.
done met the
Probably higher than
crazies?
that.
Right.
Let's leave that
That's,
subject
yeah,
for
that's
next
a
week.
Yeah, we don't even
I'm trying to tell you.
get deep.
We done met some
Cause
crazies.
that we go down a whole nother
I
rabbit
know,
hole.
we really
Yeah.
finna go down there.
Brothers
rabbit
done met
hole.
some crazies.
He put
letting
him
you
on
know
the
that
spot.
They showed up, everything good. But maybe not even a whole month. Don't tell me now. But not even the whole month. Not even the whole month. And they are told
Get
them
back on
person.
the road.
I know, I'm good.
But that's the topic from next week. You know what I'm
I'm
talking
gonna be on with my sister so she can close it out.
All right. And now that everybody that gave our their opinion, and we done gave, you know, our topic for next week, which is going to be false advertisement. Most definitely. Catch us here every Tuesday at the Black Rose Lounge, 306 East 8th Street. We be here 7 to 8, podcasting live, a Lonely Black Rose podcast with none other than Chef Rose Black. I'm sorry, I butchered that. And of course, your girl, the Hidden Lovr with Goddess Thoughts. Man, I want to thank everybody that chimed in, that jumped in, that came and sat down with us and gave us our opinion. I'm so excited. As I always say, love and light, y'all have a good night, and I'm gonna let Rose say her final send us out.
I'm just gonna say speak peace, spirituality, and love. That's all I'm gonna make it out. But make sure y'all stay close to what Black Rose Lounge is doing. We are doing some great things. It's a new adventure for us. We are happy with the space that we in. Maybe Miss Chanel will walk around and do some video promo on this.
I am.
But hit us up. Miss Hidden Lovr is our manager, our promotion, our entertainment coordinator. So she got that on lock. So we just appreciate the new journey that our spiritual guidance had put us on. And we just want to give thanks and honor to all our guys, and especially to Miss Eva, for letting me move on and just moving on to a journey which is about me and not nobody else. So I thank you guys, and I love you, and peace be with you.
Yes, and before, I know I said I was gonna let y'all go, but she did mention something, and I forgot about it. Like I say, I'm doing events here at the Black Rose Lounge, but just to let you know, Friday, we have Porch Fest this Saturday. We're gonna have live band, we're gonna have poets, we're gonna have entertainment. Wednesday, the second Wednesday of every month, starting next Wednesday, Sacred Vibes, open mic here. Definitely Boss Life is going to be performing. This week I'm going to be performing. We're going to have, and that's going to be going on every second Wednesday of the month. That's Sacred Vibes. We have the house band here, Black Magic. They will be performing. So definitely come out, check out the vibe. We also are offering live streaming. People who come in and get on the mic, we put you instantly. You can get live streaming anytime, recordings anytime. That's what we're doing here, podcasting, and we're doing workshops, coalitions. So definitely tap in with the Black Rose Lounge, Chef Rose Black, me as well, the Hidden Lovr, and find out more about the things that we're doing here. As I always say, love and light. Y'all have a good night. Thank y'all for tuning in. We'll see y'all next week.